Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Precious, and I'm back with another video. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever, with whoever, so they know it rocks with your girl, though. Shout out to my 88 subscribers. Hi! Love each and every one of you. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. I'm your girl, Precious. This is the Precious B channel. If you've been here before, what it do, baby boo? Bell. It's a good time over here. And if you've been watching but haven't subscribed yet, why not? I'm a party. I'm a vibe. 88 people said so. Wow. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what I always say. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button, hit the thumbs up. Description bar, perfectly curated playlist, link to the Facebook. Okay, this is a What You Watch review for, and just like that, the season finale, The Last Supper Part 2. Yeah, I'm not calling them episodes 10 and 11. They're Part 1 and 2. Because that's literally what it was, Part 1 and 2. So we open with Carrie going back to her old apartment to have her last supper, and she's on the phone with Aiden or whatever. And I love her relationship with Kitty. I think she said in the episode she named that cat Chew, you know, like Shoe and Jimmy Chew. I'm not sure if that was the shoe the cat was in, but it's a cute name nonetheless. Anyway, so after, you know, she has a cute little moment with her little kitten, her phone rings, and it's Samantha, darling. And it was a cute little cameo episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I loved seeing her, and I love that we actually got to hear our Samantha say her cuss words. It's weird, but I love hearing Kim Cattrall cuss in character as Samantha Jones, because can't nobody cuss like Samantha Jones. But she calls Carrie to let her know that she can't make it to her party, and Carrie's like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? Like, because she didn't technically invite her. And she was like, the girls told me and I wanted to surprise you. Now, me personally, I think it should have ended with, I think Samantha's cameo should have been her calling Carrie at the party, like as the party was happening, and saying, sweetie, I am so sorry I couldn't make it. And her saying, Samantha, what are you talking about? And she was like, the girls told me and I wanted to surprise you, but I can't get a flight. Like, it should have been her going through like a bunch of different ways trying to get a flight, and she should have gave us the rundown of her trying to get private flights and red eyes, you know, the whole Samantha Jones stick. And you know, her saying, but either way, go ahead, put me on speakerphone. And then, you know, everybody's like, oh my God, hi Samantha, love you. And she's like, I love you all, even though, you know, she didn't hear them, they can't hear her. And then, you know, she says all the things that she says about the apartment. I personally think that's how they should have did it, but hey, I ain't the right over there, because, you know. But of course, you know, she says her piece, whatever, they tell you I love you and hang up the phone. After that, we see Miranda, because I'm gonna tell y'all how I remember it. In a quick little run through I just did. So we see Miranda go to talk to Steve, because she said she didn't want to be her old self, where, you know, she like shut her exes out and she don't talk to them, and her and Steve have this cute moment. And we see Brady wants to get on that bicycle, and I'm just like, is he exercising for something? He got a Fitbit on, a step counter or something? Because why this baby just on this bike in the background and shit? But either way, you know, Steve and Miranda, they have this cute little moment where they basically say, you know, they felt like their relationship was good. After that, hold on, let me do the run through real quick so I can tell y'all what happened. Oh, I meant to tell y'all, in part 1, Charlotte went out with her girls, because it's a tradition at the gallery to celebrate, you know, a big sale. And so she goes out with her girls from the gallery, and they drinking, they having shots, they having a good time. And Harry and them damn kids keep calling her, and she was like, stop calling me. And she threw her phone in a picture of margaritas. And so when she get home, because give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my lid. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas, give me 4 margaritas. I don't know all the words to that little song, but I know that. But anyway, so Charlotte take her drunk ass home, and Harry and the girls was like, girl, where the fuck you been? And she was like, child, I was down there drinking. I've been drinking. They're like, bitch, we've been calling you. She was like, well, y'all kept calling and I threw my phone in the picture of margaritas. And basically, Charlotte had to cuss them out. And because I think Lily or Rock, one of them said, oh my God, you're drunk. Ew, gross. She said, hold up. First of all, let me tell you something. Before I was your wife and y'all's mammy, I was a bad bitch. She didn't say it like that, but I'm going to paraphrase for my girl, Charlotte. Charlotte said, hold on, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. I was a bad bitch, the baddest of them all. Don't you ever in your life play with me. And basically told all y'all, fuck you and good night. And then her and Richard Burton went in the room. And they was standing there appalled. And I was like, you ought to be, because y'all kept playing with Charlotte. Like that lady told y'all, episode 8, 9, or whatever episode it was, that she was going back to work. Y'all hoes had to fend for yourself. She told y'all this. And y'all keep acting like y'all don't comprehend. So Charlotte had to show you motherfuckers better than she could tell you. So the next day, Anthony come around there to talk to Charlotte about him and Lil Bit want to hunch on each other. You know, flip it, smack it down, flip it, and reverse it. Yeah, he wanna. And so Harry came in the room, was like, girl, Anthony want to tell you about getting his pussy bust wide open. And she was like, what? He was like, yeah, child, he kept calling you, whatever, but you know, we don't know where your phone is. And she was like, huh? He was like, yeah, because you threw it in a picture of margaritas, and you know, I've been around here doing everything. And baby Charlotte cussed him clean out, hungover and all. She was like, let me tell you something. You have not been doing everything. You've been doing a little here, a little there, but you ain't been doing everything, my dear. Okay? You only got a taste of what women, including myself, have been expected to do forever and a day. And you can't handle it. I didn't even ask you to do everything. Just a little bit, and you couldn't even do that. So I'm going to need you to take your ass on in there and tell Anthony not today. Okay? Love you, bye. I was like, that's fucking right, Charlotte. Cuss him the clean the fuck out. Yes, because don't play with her. She done told y'all, stop playing with her. Y'all gonna stop fucking playing with Charlotte, okay? Stop playing with her. So after that, what we see after that? I'll tell y'all, because I'm just doing a run through. Oh, Naya gets a promotion or something at work where she become on the board of something or another for the prestige of the law school or something or another. And so after that, Lisa wound up having a miscarriage. That happened in part 1. Lisa wound up having a miscarriage and she kind of like had this breakdown about whether or not she really wanted to have the baby. And you know, her and Herbert did have a conversation about her possibly, you know, ending the pregnancy herself because she had that choice. But she wound up having a miscarriage. And so, you know, they get to Carrie's party. Everybody's there. And, you know, Charlotte gets there. She's like, oh my God, hey girl. And she was like, I've been calling you. She's like, child, I ain't got no phone, child. And she was like, how are you? And she was like, you're drinking. And she was like, oh, are you not? And she was like, we lost the baby. She's like, oh my God. She was like, not here. And she was like, oh, okay. So then Harry shows up with a brand new phone for Charlotte. And she was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, see, all you gotta do, cuss him out, he gonna act right. After that, we see Miranda and Naya pull up. And she was like, girl, it smells good down up in here. And so she was like, yeah, the chef in there, whatever the case may be. And the chef comes out. And it's Tucson. He spent the block a little too late for me, but he spent the block, bitch. I was like, okay. Oh, look at Tucson, bitch. Hey, chef. So Naya was all giddy and shit, and Miranda was like, hey, how you doing? And they was talking, and Naya said, girl, you go upstairs, I'm coming. She like, you go upstairs, I'm coming. That's right, now, bitch, you dismissed. I love you, friend, but goodbye. How you doing? All right. He was like, yeah, you call me Chef Tucson. And she was like, I'm Professor Naya. He was like, okay, Professor Why? She was like, you call me Naya. I was like, ah. So after that, you know, everybody there, they talking. Che arrives, Jackie, his wife, Miranda and Che get into it again in the kitchen. And, you know, she basically browbeat Che into saying that their relationship was amicable. And it's like, girl, it was a hot stinking ass mess, okay? Che talked about it. It was a hot ass mess, okay? But if you want to act like that's not what it was for your own whatever, girl, okay, whatever. After that, what happened? Seema and her boo thing show up, and she started ignoring that man, and Carrie had to check her ass real quick and was like, bitch, he is smitten with you. Stop being crazy. That man loves you, and you love him too. Stop it, bitch. Stop it. I was like, come on, Carrie. Come on. And Carrie's outfit was cute. Y'all know in the last minute they have Carrie pull some cute shit out, but every once in a while she looked like she homeless. After that, what happened? Something another happened, and oh, it was the kitten. So Carrie brought her kitten out and introduced her kitten to everybody and let them know that she named it Chew. And so that kind of that kind of pulled at Lisa's heartstrings because she called it her baby. And so, she ran to the bathroom, and of course we see Anthony and Lil Bit was making up after Lil Bit basically told Anthony he was gonna go back home to Italy. And Anthony basically said, girl, I'm gonna let you bust it wide open shit. I love you or whatever. And so Lisa and Herbert in the bathroom or whatever, while Lil Bit and Anthony hunching in Carrie Lizette closet. And they have this moment where she was like, did I wish the baby away? He was like, no, that's not what happened, whatever, what I love you, blah, blah, blah. And so they go back to the party, and so then everybody's sitting around at the table. Naya and Chef Toussaint I know how to pronounce words. I swear to God I do. Naya and Chef Chef Toussaint start flirting with each other, because he was like, you gotta put the little grape ball thing in your mouth, and then the black one, and then you gotta lick the little spoon. And I was like, ooh, that busted my mouth. I was like, bitch, you better be dead. Cause that's me. I would say some nasty shit. You know where it's appropriate, but nasty, that's me. That's me. Y'all witnessed it, I'm pretty sure. But that was me. And she was like, so after the black ball, you gotta lick she was like, yeah, you gotta lick it. And Anthony was like, y'all need to get y'all a room. I was like, ain't it, bitch? Y'all go hunch in the closet too. So of course, everybody's eating a little appetizer, and everybody was like, oh my god, that tastes amazing. And Seema Boo wound up getting a phone call. She was like, come on now, lick your spoon and stuff. And he was like, okay, bitch. And so Carrie gave her a look like, bitch, chill out. Like, so she followed him downstairs. He on the phone hollering with the people down there in Greece or Egypt or whoever he was hollering with. And so she basically said, do you want to be here? Like, because if you don't, that's cool. Because, like, I ain't got time for your bullshit. He was like, girl, what are you talking about? I'm not making shit up. I actually like you. I want to be here. But I do have to work, okay? All right? I love you. Like, stop your shit. And so then she go back upstairs or whatever. And then Carrie basically has everybody say, like, one word they want to let go or whatever at the thing. And everybody gives their word. Some people actually have the same word or whatever. And Carrie's word was expectation. I didn't care to tell y'all everybody's word, but everybody had a word. And so, she was talking about hers was giving up expectation, a whole bunch of stuff. And I think Che or somebody was like, Carrie, that's a whole lot of words. And I was like, bitch, this is her house. She could say as many other words she want to. Bitch, it's her party. The fuck is her? Like, bitch, I'm the hostess. I'm the exception of the rule, bitch. I can say whatever the fuck I want to. And so after that, everybody leaves. Right? Yeah, everybody leaves. And Miranda gotta go down there to the BBC to do an interview because her boss couldn't make it because, she has her baby. And Miranda was in this badass red ensemble. Like, Miranda, we gotta talk about it. So Miranda, she leaves or whatever the case may be because she finna be on the BBC, honey. Miranda gathered her thing, love you, bye, and got in that motherfucking cabin, went on about her business. She got down there to the BBC. That lady, I think her name was Joy, she got flirting with Miranda. I saw the vibe. So Miranda gonna have her new boo thing or whatever. I really do want them to have Miranda fuck a man just one good time before we jump on the lesbian train. Just once. I need Miranda to hunch on a man just that one last time. I would rather Miranda be a full, like, bisexual than a lesbian. I feel like we need that, because, you know. But anyway, she get down there to the BBC. She do what she got to do. I keep forgetting she had her initials tattooed on her wrist. And, you know, she kills it. After that, everybody leaves. And Naya and the professor, they flirt with each other. Seema and her man back at Seema apartment. And they talking about, you know, their relationship, them being in love, and how they're going to do the whole long distance thing, and whether or not she's going to go to Egypt with him. She was like, baby, I'm not finna follow you all around the world, just because I love you. We're not doing that. He was like, okay, well, I love you. We're going to make this long distance thing work. And, you know, I'm going to come back because, you know, I did sign that, you know, the lease thing on that apartment. They was like, I love you, and I think they hunched. Well, everybody wound up hunching. After that, we see Carrie talking to Chew, her baby. They in there talking, and she blowing out the candles, and Ada come throwing rocks at the window, and she was like, and he comes inside. I was like, oh, bitch, this is not a good thing. And I already knew what was finna happen. I said, he coming inside after the party over. Yeah, bitch, he finna give us some bad news, and he did. And she was like, I didn't think you was gonna be able to make it up. And he was like, well, technically I can't even stay. I gotta go back. But he basically lets Carrie know that he loved her, or whatever the case may be. But his son is a little how can I put this? Wyatt had, like, I think he was drunk, or he may have had drugs in the system, and he drove the truck. Like, he ran away from his mama's house to get to his daddy's house, got drunk down there, and then drove his daddy's truck back down to his mama's house drunk. He was drunk, not on drugs, he was drunk, and he wound up in a ditch and broke his leg and his arm and his collarbone and all type of shit. And, you know, and it was just like, you know, I'm their safe space, you know, I'm stability, because Kathy be all around the world and with her old man, and I'm the safe space. I'm stability for my kids. And so this back and forth from here to there and everywhere, I can't do that. And she was like, so this is it. And, you know, he basically tried to console Carrie and let her know, like, you know, I love you, and, you know, this lets me know that nothing, nobody, but I gotta be there for my kids. And, you know, he was like, even though my, you know, older kids, they're a little older than what Wyatt is, but I need time. And she was like, well, how much time? And he was like, at least until he out of his teens. And she was like, what? So 6 years. And he was like, well, technically his birthday coming, so 5. And so he was like, you know how I told you 10 years went by like that? So 5 will go like, and she was like, you didn't snap your fingers. Like, nigga, you not Thanos. Don't play with me. And he was like, I did. It was so fast. And I was like, Lord, now he ain't here playing mind games with Carrie. Jesus Christ. But she was like, all right, okay, we'll do this. And then I think they go back to her new apartment and they hunch. And girl, they had that one good hunch, honey. If you ever had that one last good hunch, you know, you had that one last good hunch. And so we see Carrie and Ada hunching. We see Anthony a little bit hunching. Anthony let him bust it wide open. A bitty, bust it, bitty, bust it. A bust it wide open. Anthony let a little bit bust it open, okay? And then we see Seema and what's his face hunching. And then after they hunch, they sitting there having a real cigarette, an electric cigarette. And I think we see somebody else hunch. Oh, Tucson and now you go back to her place, but we didn't actually get to see them hunch. Y'all didn't have to do that to me. All that hunching now you did with Fabio, I wanted to see her and Tucson get it on and popping. Fuck y'all for that. And we see Miranda and the lady from the BBC sitting down having like a non-alcoholic cocktail. They getting to know each other, kicking it. I said, okay, Miranda finna have her new little booth thing or whatever the case may be. And so after that, we see Ada leave, and, you know, he get in the car, he go like that, and Carrie just standing in the door like, nigga, whatever. So this Seema called her and she's like, yeah, girl, he gone or whatever. She was like, look, let's go to the beach. And she was like, girl, I don't want to go to the Hamptons. She said, bitch, I didn't say nothing about the Hamptons. I said, let's go to a beach. And so at the end of the episode, we see Lisa and Charlotte and them all in the bed together, whatever case may be. So after that, we see Seema and Karen took their ass to Greece. And I said, well, come on, money. At least Karen know how to spend her dead husband's money. I will give that bitch that. One thing about Karen, bitch, she do know how to spend some money, okay? Even though she sometimes dressed like she was homeless, bitch, Carrie ain't never had a problem with spending that money. Okay, she bought that. That hoe done bought what? 2 apartments since that. Bitch, Carrie bought 2 apartments since that man done died. Bought all this furniture and shit. Baby, Carrie, listen, Carrie know how to spend her some money. I'm pretty sure she done bought her some new shoes and shit. Listen, Carrie always knew how to spend some money. But I will say that I wasn't here for the ending. Like, the ending was a little lackluster for me. I felt like, I really do feel like this could have just been one whole episode. Like, it was a lot of stuff from part 1 that was unnecessary. Like I said, when I reviewed part 1, I don't like how they handled Stanford. I don't. That was probably the biggest letdown of this entire season. Was not even like the series in whole, how they handled the death of the actor who actually played Stanford. Like, y'all should have just fucking killed Stanford off. Like, I'm sorry. But that's just me. Because I feel like if you die in real life, I'm killing your character on the show. We're going to give you a beautiful memorial. Like, people who've actually written characters off shows, like they did Big, did that better than when actual real people die in real life. Like, that's fucked up. But I think having 2 deaths of 2 characters, that would have gave it actual realisticness of the fact that people die. But I don't want this to be too long. The season in whole, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. And that's only because of Samantha Jones, Naya, Tucson, and all the fashions that Miranda and Lisa was wearing. Because let me tell y'all something. If ain't nobody else showed up and showed the fuck out when it came to these fashions, it was Lisa and Miranda. I don't know who was in charge of dressing the 2 of them. But baby, Lisa and Miranda came dressed to eat the girls up. Go back and watch every scene that Lisa and Miranda was in. Like, Lisa and Miranda was not playing with the girls. From when Lisa and Charlotte had went to that boutique and Lisa had that yellow coat with the purple and the orange and it was everything. Miranda in that come fuck me purple dress, like, okay, that ombre yellow and purple coat Miranda had on, the red dress she had on, like, Lisa in her blue, like, damn near everything Lisa wore this season was given. Okay, every time she was on screen, I was like, you better. I don't think I disliked not one outfit that Lisa had on. And it was very rare that I disliked something that Miranda had on. Like, for me, they were the best dressed of the season. Then came Charlotte. Naya was dressed better than Carrie. And Seema was dressed better than Carrie. The only time Carrie outdressed them hoes was at an event that she was low-key in charge of. Other than that, Carrie looked like she was homeless and she needed some change. Because I was going to give her some change. But yeah, y'all, that is all. That is it for season 2 of And Just Like That. Y'all got to do better with Seema. Don't bring her into season 3 with that bullshit. Do not do it. I'm not going to have it. I'm not having it. I fucking refuse. I fucking refuse. I refuse. I fucking refuse to put up with Seema bullshit. season 3. I'm not having. Oh, and they did Steve dirty too. But I think it's because the actor was actually filming his actual main show he's on with the Chicago PD. Yeah, so that is all that is it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy watching and just like that season 2 with me this season. I will be back for season 3 unless Seema pissed me off on the first episode, and then well, that's we gonna wrap it the fuck up. I'm playing. I'm gonna watch it. I may or may not review it because it all depends on how the Seema works my nerve. But yeah, y'all, that is all that is it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button. Leave a comment. Let me know. Have you enjoyed season 2 of Just Like That? Like, who was your favorite? Who was your best dress? Did Seema work on your nerve like she worked on my nerve? Who worked on your nerve this season? Was it Miranda? Was it Charlotte? Was it Carrie? Was it Lisa? Was it Anthony? Steve, Herbert, Aiden, Harry, them kids, Che, like, who worked on your nerve? It was a lot of motherfuckers on this fucking show. Lizette, she wasn't really there, but did she bother you? Like, who was it? So, yeah, y'all, that is all that is it. I love you. Bye.